Good morning, 8B. How are you doing this morning? Trust that you had a wonderful weekend. I'm so sorry that we are not able to meet in the physical space this morning. And as you know, so as to protect you and to ensure that you are getting some level as some degree of teaching, the school has advised that we have online classes with you, and this is due to the threat by the taxi operators, and the school didn't want to put you in any danger. So we'll be working together online. All right. Um, when next we meet on a forum like this, I'm hoping that we will have set up our Google Classroom. The teachers who were there from previous years, they're already on a platform. Mine wasn't sorted out until this past week, so I've not been able to populate. I've not been able to add you to the Google Classroom, so I'll be using a portion of today to do so. However, we are going to have our class via this recording, and I'd like you to follow the instructions that I'm going to give you very carefully. We just completed last week going through the handout on types of rocks. The activity that follows is a worksheet that was created specifically for that handout. That should have been given to you today so that you could use the handout to assist you to completing the worksheet. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you the worksheet now, and the instruction simply is this. I want you to research each question. I want you to write each question in your notebook, research the answers using the worksheet, and write the answers in your notebook. So that when I meet with you in the physical space next week and I give you the handout, you transfer your answers from your notebook onto the worksheet, and then I will mark the worksheet. I am not going to mark the answers you have written in the notebook. Are we together? It is the answers that are on the worksheet that will be handed to you that I'll be marking. Are we together, grade 8? Wonderful. So I'm going to share with you the handout. There we have it. So it's the handout on rocks, and right there in front of you are just some refresher information that was pulled from the handout just to get you into the mood for the activity. So just pause the video at any point. I want you to pause the video at any point, and I want you to read over the little notes that we have there for you on igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rock. Then when you're working the handout, when you're doing the worksheet, use the handout. You guys have the handout. I hope you did not discard it. So you use the handout to assist you. So those are the questions. There are 9 questions here that I want you to write off in your notebook. So write each question and answer each question in your notebook, and then we transfer those answers on this worksheet in front of you. And at the end of the exercise, I will have collected the handout. The other thing that you're going to do also is that you're going to go online and research what type of rock these are. So remember now, you're going to go look for basalt online and identify online whether it is igneous, it is metamorphic, or it is sedimentary rock. So in your notebook, you're going to write basalt, and beside basalt, you put a dash, and beside basalt, you're going to write whether it is metamorphic rock, whether it is igneous rock, or whether it is sedimentary rock. Again, when you get the handout, you will write in the space, watch my cursor, so in the space right here, you will now write the answer. So just transfer the information to the handout, to the worksheet. Um, in your notebook, you are given the difference between rocks and minerals. So I want you now to read over your notes, identify the answer for this, so that we can work on that. All right. And then for this section right here, what I need you to do is to read this little notation here, just to remind you. and then look at the diagram. Look at the diagram carefully. So for example, this one, there's an X right here. X marks the spot. So you have to look at the diagram, and you have to determine whether what type of rocks are formed as a result of these actions. So is this type of action, is it as a result, is this the result of, does this result in the formation of metamorphic rock, or sedimentary rock, or igneous rock? And you do the same thing for this one. So we have pebbles and sand and plant matter and animal matter. When all of these come together, do they form sedimentary, igneous, or metamorphic? And this is a volcano diagram of a volcano. What type of rock does this form? Igneous, metamorphic, or sedimentary? And then I want you to read that notation at the caps there. Rocks can change from one type. And you read through the notation there. All right. And then I want you to look at this rock cycle. See the magma? I want you to look at the rock cycle. And familiarize yourself with its content. So this should help you now. So there's heat and pressure. So heat and pressure. All right. Then you see sediments. There are sediments, and what happens to the sediments. So you're going to look at the rock cycle, and then in the space right here. So the cycle gives you a type of rock. So what rock is formed here? Follow the arrows. What rock is formed here as a result of this activity, this process, right? What rock is formed here as a result of the heat and pressure? So you're going to write the type of rock right here, and do the same thing for this right here. So at the end of the day, you would have completed. So you'd have completed the activity. So grade 8, I know the work that you have is quite a bit, but the video presentation is not a lot. So I hope that everything will work out well for you, and use the time wisely. And if there's any concerns, if there's any questions that you'd like to ask, just post it in the group, and then we'll address it as best as possible. All right. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and see you when we meet in the physicals.